Hello everybody, welcome back to the Darwin's Room channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate all of your support as always. Today we're going to be talking about Materialists. This is the latest film directed by and written by Celine Song, and it stars Dakotah Johnson, Chris Evans, and Pedro Pascal. This is a romance/drama that follows a matchmaker who has trouble deciding between her ex and a new love interest. This was a movie I saw the trailer for. I thought it looked good, but I also wasn't sure of it at the same time, but nonetheless, I was really intrigued by it. So I was looking forward to seeing it. I heard good things, so I went out to the movies to go and watch it. And I will start by saying this. This is not gonna be for everyone. I think that it's gonna be a bit of a polarizing experience. Some people are gonna really like it, and some people are really gonna hate it. I went with my wife and my sister-in-law and her husband. They all hated it. I actually really liked it. So that's kind of to give you a point of reference on the divide that this movie is probably gonna have. What I found very intriguing about this movie is that it's a thought study on shallow ideals and how those shallow ideals can negatively impact the pursuit of love, the genuine pursuit of love. And alongside that comes this parallelistic story on human flaws, but it also does that across economic status. And it uses that to highlight its titular themes on materialism. And obviously, materialists, it's in the name, and so that lends itself to explore materialism. But really, it just uses that as a tool, and it uses it as a tool to explore the simplicity and complexity that's so incomprehensible about this sensation of love and about that pursuit of love. Do we deserve it and do we not? And it does so very modestly, and everything feels very subtle. While this movie does have humor, I think it's being marketed as more of a rom-com, which might hurt it in the end. But while there's humor in it, it plays more as a melodrama. Not melodrama as in melodrama, but melodrama as in melodrama. That is the type of melodrama that this film plays as. It's very relaxed, it's very focused and character driven, and it's very focused on its themes. It really is fully determined to bring us a complex thought process on what is love, and how do we determine love? How do we view love? How do we accept or give love? And I found the way that they did this to be very intriguing. Again, there's strong themes on the detriment that shallow ideals can wreak on your life, on love, how it provides this toxicity to love. And then it goes furthermore with this, as I mentioned, parallelistic story with two men. Chris Evans, he is the heart of this film. He gives an incredible performance here, and I really loved his character. And so Pedro Pascal, he's great too, but I think Chris Evans in particular was the standout of this film for me personally. But their two stories of these two good men, but flawed men in different ways, but just in different economic status. And so the way that they explored this, I thought lended itself very well to its themes of materialism and shallow ideals and how those things can corrupt the feeling of love and kind of go under a disguise of love. So I found the way that they handled that to be really impressive. Dakotah Johnson, she does a great job as well as this lead character that is kind of tainted by her past, because there's hints and it infers about her past and her upbringing, and it talks about why she views love and relationships the way that she does, and how her career kind of makes matters worse in that way. I found it very intriguing, her performance and how she portrayed that. It's not emotional or anything like that. It's it's more relaxed, but I think the backstory lends itself to the way that she portrays the character. So I think she does a really good job. One issue with the movie, I would say, is that her character could have used a little bit more backstory development. I think it would have benefited the film a lot if they would have included a flashback sequence early in the film to showcase why she views love the way that she does. They talk about it and they mention it, and you can kind of piece it together. But I think in order for it to fully connect and for you to fully resonate with it, it would have been significantly elevated if they would have just given a little bit more backstory. But other than that, I found this movie to be extremely solid. Like I said, it is still humorous, but it's more of a relaxed drama and a thought study on love and things that can corrupt love. Really, ultimately, the final theme and the final message is that love does not require riches. There's no value that can be equated to the feeling of love and how we love others. So I found this film really impressive, and I think it is worth a watch. Like I said, it is not for everyone. It's a mix of Hitch with The Wedding Planner, but serious. Because it's not nearly as romantic or funny as those movies, you know, kind of like those lighthearted films. This one is much more serious, much more thoughtful. You have to think more deeply about it because it's a movie that is designed, the way that it's written, it's designed for you to sit with it and think about it and analyze it. So coming from A24, they make a lot of movies like that, so I'm not too surprised by that. But if you're going to watch this movie, I would say go into it knowing that so that it could hopefully elevate the experience for you. Me personally, like I said, I really enjoyed this movie. I found it to be really thoughtful, intriguing, and just simply interesting to watch. I really enjoyed the themes on shallow ideals and materialism and how it explored those in the ultimate pursuit of love. So I really enjoyed this movie quite a lot. Chris Evans is fantastic. Pedro Pascal, he's great as always. And Dakotah Johnson, she does a good job as well. So I would recommend this movie. Everyone has great chemistry, everyone works really well together, and I had a great time. So that being said, I'm gonna give Materialists a 4 out of 5 stars. This is a solid film, a great drama slash somewhat romance, not fully, but somewhat. And I think it's well worth your time. If you like all of these actors, if you like the premise of the story, if you're looking for something that's gonna make you think a little bit more intuitively, this is something that might be up your alley. If you're wanting something a little bit more lighthearted, like a rom-com, a genuine rom-com, this is probably not going to be up your alley because it does tackle a more serious side of the genre. And in most ways it's effective. In some ways it could have been better. Like I said, more backstory for the lead character would have greatly supported this film. But nonetheless, it's solid. I highly enjoyed it and I highly recommend it. So everybody, those are my thoughts on Materialists. What did you guys think of it? Have you watched it yet? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Where do you sit on this polarizing side of this film? You know, it seems like reviews are gonna be super split on this. So I'll be curious to hear your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.